Hi, this is my reflection on the personal lessons that I learned during the production process of my music video. So one thing I learned first was that I had to pay more attention to the planning of my plans. So those were like my photo shoots, and just whenever I was going to record a scene. And in regards to planning, I mean which scenes exactly I wanted to record and what the chronology of my production process would be of that shoot, because I realized that I was a bit all over the place and I would try to figure out on the spot what I wanted to shoot. Like I would have an initial idea of what scene I wanted to record first, but then I would suddenly come up with a new idea and then implement that, and then eventually just lengthening the time of the photo shoot, which may have been problematic for my actors. But yeah, that's the first thing that I learned. Second thing that I learned was that the initial idea of anything, like whether it's the music video or a magazine, anything, the initial idea will not turn out the way it may have originally been thought of. And that is okay, because what I noticed is that as my production progressed, the idea of my storyboard changed as I added new scenes, took away others, and slightly adjusted the original ones in order to produce a more conventional product to the intended emotions and aspects of representation, as well as the genre itself. In order to create a stronger and more effective final product, in order to convey those emotions and aspects of representation. Yeah. So the initial idea will not remain the same, but will only become broader and stronger and more effective in the end as your production progresses and you learn what you want to expand your narrative into, to create a more effective and meaningful product that still reflects your vision, but also takes into account other important factors such as audience and representation. Furthermore, I strengthened my understanding of knowing each micro detail or element in a scene, and how those create meaning. So for example, my set design or costumes, and I learned that I had to be highly vigilant when it comes to this, as a single prop that was not intended to be in a scene may affect the decoding of my audience or the meaning of my scene. Therefore, I must ensure that in every single scene, the set design or how the scene is shot or what my actors are wearing is in accordance to its intended emotions and aspects of representation. Moreover, I learned that having a large set of different shots for different scenes is important, as this allows for more experimental observation, as I'm able to identify what fits best and how I can differentiate each scene or repeated scenes, which was common in the first draft of my music video, how I can still have these repeated scenes and convey a different set of emotions or aspects of representation. So by having numerous samples of different shots of different scenes allows me to truly decide and decide on what scene fits best instead of being bound to a single recording, which I may not be pleased with or find suitable to my music video. Therefore, having an abundance of different shots is really helpful when it comes to producing an effective and high quality final product. Yes, that's it. Thank you.